I'm so sorry. Once the rain started and I saw the clouds, I rushed home as quick as I could. Are you okay? You're shivering. Okay, sit down. I'll get a blanket, I know it's stupid for me to say this right now, but try not to focus on the storm. Give me a second. Come here. Lay against me. It's okay. I'm here. Let me put some music on. Hey, you have nothing to apologize for. I don't care how many times I need to do this. I want you to feel safe. And you are safe, okay? In here, with me, it can't get you. I know it's loud. But it's not gonna last forever. They never do. They always pass, right? So for now, we'll stay here for as long as we need to. Just close your eyes and try to relax. You'll never be a burden. Ever. You're allowed to be scared of them, and I can see why you are, so don't invalidate your own fears. I do love storms, but I don't think we should talk about it. I'll talk about something else. So, today, I got my test score back. I got a first, so I'm pretty pleased about that. Yeah, it took me hours, but I have to be meticulous if I want to get that kind of grade, especially when it comes to Professor Marston. Out of all the teachers, he's the strictest by far. But, in a way, it makes me think that he's really passionate about what he teaches. He's the only one who has us print out our work and submit it that way. I mean, what teacher gives themselves even more work, you know? He must have so much on his plate already. The semester's going to be a little harder. I'm prepared for it, otherwise I'd be taking the wrong major. But this time it's going to be poetry instead of 12th century literature, thank goodness. I like history and all, but it's not really what I had in mind. At least with poetry, it's more subjective interpretation, and I enjoy analysing those kind of things. You know what I want to know? Why is it that whenever someone has a lot of knowledge about a particular niche, they're always called a nerd? There's nothing wrong with wanting to learn more about something. But I've come to terms with the fact that you always call me a nerd. I take great pride in it, actually. My mind is going okay too. I still haven't gotten my marks for last semester, but this time it's fictional writing, which is definitely my forte. It's what I've been looking forward to all year. Hey, shh. It's okay. It's just getting closer. It'll pass. Oh, this is something I haven't told you yet. Do you remember that guy I randomly made friends with when I first started university, Alex? I showed you his photography portfolio. Well, it turns out that he's planning a trip to Iceland later on this year with a group of his classmates. And because I told him one time that I really wanted to go there, he's invited me to come along. And because he'll probably be snapping away and I want to go to explore their literature, I was wondering if you wanted to come with me too. Granted, it might not be your cup of tea for a day or two, but if you decide to come, I want you to make an itinerary. A personal one. So one day we can go online and look at their tourist sites, but that's only if you want to. You'll go? Really? Okay, I am now way more excited. He's thinking about going in the winter because of the aurora, so that's a given. Oh, and they have the Blue Lagoon, which is like a geothermal spa. And they have caves, waterfalls, mountains, glaciers. Nothing like we'll see here. It's pretty much like stepping into another world. It sounds good, right? And instead of looking for image inspiration online, I want to actually go there and experience it for myself. Picture a vast, snowy plain with rocky mountains in the distance and a speckled night sky reflected on the lakes. And in the middle of all of that beauty, the aurora. Like, we know that the aurora is made from solar wind disturbing the atmosphere, but what if we didn't know it? What if we saw it for the first time and had no idea how to explain it? What was that quote again? Something like, magic is science we don't understand yet. And I think that has so much power to it. When you don't know why something is the way it is, it's kind of scary. It's okay. Hold on to me as tight as you need to. I'm right here. Just think about that faraway place. Clear waters falling into mist. The cold air you see whenever you breathe. Mossy cliffs that extend for miles, and just scenery that will stay with you for the rest of your life. I haven't even been there yet, but I take Alex's word when he says that pictures never do the actual subject justice. Like when I take pictures of you. It's just a moment in time, but it never captures you completely. What? I'm not allowed to say that I prefer you over picture you. I think it'd be a problem if I said that, wouldn't it? Because then I wouldn't be able to kiss you. I can kiss you however much you want me to. Of course, I always want to kiss you, but I need some restraint, otherwise that's what I'll be doing all night, even after the storm passes. So for now, I think it'll be best if you relax as much as you can. Hey, stop apologizing, okay? You do it every time, and every time I tell you that I'll do anything for you. You can't turn this off, and I know that. I told myself before we started dating that I will accept all parts of you, whatever might come down the road. Everything. And sometimes I might not be here to help, and it pains me to even think about it, but right now, I am here. Just breathe and concentrate on my breathing. Keep relaxing like that. You're doing good. If you feel yourself going asleep, give in to it. I'll still be here. Don't worry about dinner. We'll think about that when it's over. Although, if I need to go to the loo, we might have a problem. Right now, I want you to think of nothing and just listen to me, okay? I'll read you something. It's something I've written. You get exclusive access because I don't want to show it to anyone else. Okay. Come closer. You comfortable? Alright. I'll continue from where I left off. I wrote this a couple of days ago. So, do you remember when Elise found the map of Attleborough and it said that there were healing crystals underground? It's a continuation of that. Okay. The Underburrows was a short distance ahead. Father led the expedition, a strong group of volunteers, particularly those who were not quite masters at their craft, but would be useful to mine crystals. She walked in front with parchment tucked in her sling bag, inhaling the cool night air in anticipation. Entrances to the caves beneath were dotted around the city. Some had collapsed from quakes or neglect, but they headed to the strongest that had never been fortified according to the notes written by Ivan Sokin. Father had never met the man who lived long before his time, but the cursive signature was etched into the corners of many papers. They approached closer. The grey mountains loomed, unyielding. Its body sported gashes from the beatings of gods, its face riddled with scars, but no attack covered its gaping mouth, the stone jagged like broken teeth. The remnants of civilization were found upon the chipped barrels and weathered tables that vines had ensnared, thick and fused with nature. The divoted path once used for the people was now hidden underneath moss and new grass. And beyond it, the mountain's throat glowed a warm yellow, as if about to exhale fire. They journeyed in, descending down a winding set of steep and narrow stairs with taut rope lining either side. Light crystals sat in shallow pots upon the walls, bathing the downward path in an orange hue. Are you sleeping? Do I continue? Probably. Spun webs and aged dust skimmed Elise's face, and she sputtered, waving a hand in front of her. It felt like there was no end to their descent. How far down does this go? Almost there, Father replied, holding out the torch to reveal the way's end. The small staircase opened into a vast underground cavern. Massive stone pillars extended up into the high craggy ceiling where the same crystals lived, too dull to be sunlight, but enough to illuminate the room. Staircases started to the left and right,